practice sunrise, sundown. During the Ming Dynasty, it was believed that Genghis Khan failed to conquer our land because of this yamming weapon. And during the Srivijaya and the Majapahit Empire, this art came to be known as kalis, or idiomatically called kali, basically with the use of tabak and balaraw. So or they call it itak, daga. Itak and daga. So this art has been and had been battle tested for 2,000 years. And this is the only art which has been fitted against the Chinese invaders, against the foreign colonizers. So, when Lapu-Lapu killed Magellan, the art came to be known as esgrima, which was influenced by the French and Spanish saber and foil fencing. So when Lapu-Lapu killed Magellan in the island of Matan, the art later on was known as esgrima, which was derived from the root word kiris. Alright. During the Spanish regime, the colonizers banned the practice and study of this art. But with the revival of the Muro, the famous illustrados of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao coined the word arnes de mano, with the use of the rattan stick, and the other one is empty. That's why we call it arnes de mano. So since 1859, the art came to be known as arnes de mano, but the standard stick is called ulisi. So that summarizes the history and development of the Filipino art. Grandmaster Mena will now demonstrate the Doblete Baston technique. His style is called Doblete Rapilon because, as I said, the Filipino art is a weapon-oriented art. So the techniques are accelerated in terms of weapon orientation. Grandmaster Mena will now demonstrate the translation of itak into Doblete Baston. Now his style, we call it Doblete Rapilon. I said the Filipino art is a weapon-oriented art. So the techniques are accelerated because the basic combination is 2-2, 2-3, 3-5. Okay. So after learning the doble itak, or what we call the Doblete Baston, then you go into espada idaga, or otherwise known as the ginunting dagaso, which is the soul of the Filipino art. Now Grandmaster Mena will now demonstrate some forms in espada idaga. Espada idaga. That's it. So for safety, our grandmasters designed this stick, which is a simulation of the live sword and dagger for training purposes. See? For training purposes. Alright. Then out of this has evolved the single stick. And by the way, this is a kamagong stick. No? Grandmaster Mena will now demonstrate. He will now retranslate the espada idaga technique into solo olisi. Okay. In Tagalog, they call it yanto. Yanto. Huh? Yanto. See? Because you cannot go to the solo baston unless you have mastered the doble baston and the espada idaga, because you have to train the weak hand or the left hand, or they call it the alive hand. So you cannot start it with the solo olisi because the left hand is dead, so you have to make it alive. Okay, after learning this, that is the time that you learn the tongkol. In Bicol, they call this rapado. So we have three dimensions of the long stick. We have the 4 feet, the 5 feet, and the 6 feet. So that with the blade at the edge, we call it the bangkaw. You see, bangkaw. That's why in Mindanao, in the Visayas, especially in Panay, they have what we call the tres puntas estilos. And out of these tres puntas estilos has developed what we call the original cinco tiros. No? The original the original 5 tiros. Okay? Okay, Grandmaster Mena, will you please demonstrate some of your Doblete Rapilon style? So that is Doblete Rapilon style in long stick fighting. See? But normally we teach this only to advanced students. To advanced students. Okay? The art has 2 kinds of orientation. When you use the live blade, we call it the pinuti bara orientation. And when you use the stick, we call it the ulisi barao orientation. So you cannot go to the pinuti or to the bladed weapon unless and until you have passed the ulisi orientation. Because you have first mastered the weapon. So, once you master the weapon, now that is the time that you go to empty hand fighting. So I will let Grandmaster Mena move with the espada idaga, and then he will interpret it into empty hand fighting. We call it pamayhon, otherwise known as mano-mano. Okay? So Grandmaster Mena now will demonstrate the espada idaga technique. So that is his espada idaga. See, that is his espada idaga technique. Huh? See? That is his espada. Now, we will interpret the movements into what we call empty hand technique. See? Okay? So, Grandmaster Mena will demonstrate his own style. Then, I will demonstrate, you could see the comparison. Okay? Empty hand. Demonstrate. So, if whatever is the movement of the espada idaga, you simply translate your hand into a dagger and espada. So you don't alter the technique. So it is advanced karate, advanced kung fu, advanced tai chi, advanced aikido, advanced judo, advanced silat. See? Now we will demonstrate the 3 kinds of ranging, or the 3 types of fighting system. So we have first what we call this the long range or larga mano. In other style they call this the campo. Okay? It is called the campo because the distance is very long, but yet capable of being hit. See? So that is the campo estilo. We will now demonstrate what we call the media corto. So the distance is face to face. So we are not moving in long range, but in a shorter range. Okay? So that is what we call the media corto style. That's it, media corto. And then we go to that one is what we call the salon. The other one is the pondo, or what they call the we call this the pikiti tercia or close quarter technique. And regardless of style, pikiti tercia is a standard technique. So I repeat, the campo, the salon, and the pondo. So in close quarter, so it is close. See? The movement is, and we physically use the taki-taki. See? Oh, okay. Now, Grandmaster Mena will now demonstrate what we call Doblete Rapilon. Solo ulisi estilo. Okay. So that is Doblete Rapilon. Okay.